The National Cotton Association of Nigeria has urged the new Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mr. Sabo Nanono, to ensure adequate funding for research institutes to boost agriculture in the country. Mr. Anibe Achumugu, the president of the association, who congratulated Nanono on his appointment, said funding agricultural institutes will help find new ways of improving agriculture to guarantee food sufficiency, employment opportunities, and revenue generation for government. He further called on the minister to ensure that relevant policies of government were implemented to move agriculture forward.
I would expect the minister to be, up and doing, and not really inventing the wheel, but ensuring that the wheel keeps moving and at a fast pace. Agriculture is time bound. Whatever the minister wants to do, particularly it must touch, of course, the farmers. It must touch a particular crop or crops. Therefore, they all have their seasons, planting seasons and whatnot. We must do what we can to ensure that each season starts off at the perfect time, even in the absence of the minister, which is the effective manner in which the permanent secretary has been running the ministry. And I do recall that we were called, particularly as an association, to a meeting to see how the ministry can further boost our activities present. The minister, particularly when you talk about the forest restriction on food, importation of food, I think that gives him a lot of responsibility. Responsibility in the sense that if government has taken this action or this step, then we must be able to ensure that the gaps are not too wide. Certainly the gaps will be there in the first instance, but I think that we have the internal capacity to be able to meet up, with our own food requirements and also to be able to export. We have the population, we have the land, we have the climatic conditions, and I think it's just all about being able to focus and join hands with other agencies that are involved and trying to boost agriculture of this country or revive agriculture in this country to be able to achieve set goals and results. Simply expect that we would continue to drive the agricultural policy of the federal government, particularly, for instance, in collaborating with the Central Bank of Nigeria for the Alcobolas program, trying to see how the Bank of Agriculture can also be revived, boosted to be able to do more. And I think, one of the key things that I want the minister to look into will be into research. For instance, I know that for the Institute of Agricultural Research, I'm talking, of course, particularly about cotton, that they have done a lot of work with cotton, even the new varieties of cotton, BT cotton, and so on and so forth. But I also know that their major problem is funding. So the minister ensuring that their budgets are funded, cash backed rather, I think will go in a long way